This is Christmas. Lights glowing in every window. Familiar songs playing on repeat. The house warm, full, alive. It's the one night a year we believe nothing bad belongs. We leave the porch light on. We unlock the door. We trust the quiet outside means everything is right. Because Christmas teaches us a lie. That repetition creates safety. That ritual equals protection. That this night is watched over. But not everything that watches is there to protect. Safety has never come from tradition. It comes from attention. And tonight, attention drifts. People sleep deeper on Christmas. Streets empty faster. Windows glow while no one is looking out at them. This is when home stops being lived in and starts being observed. Tonight isn't dangerous because it's dark. It's dangerous because it knows you aren't paying attention.
Welcome back to Vale of Echoes. Tonight feels familiar. The lights are on, the world is quiet, and everything looks the way it should. But this isn't a cozy Christmas episode. If you're new here, I'm Bria.
I'm Zach.
And I'm Lindsay.
Together, we're Vale of Echoes, a true crime and paranormal podcast where we explore the stories that live in the quiet after the lights go out. Tonight, we're stepping into the darker side of Christmas. Not the version filled with music and laughter, but the older one. The one built on ritual, obedience, and the idea that someone or something was always watching.
Before we continue, we want to let you know that tonight's episode includes discussions of disturbing folklore, real-world violence, and true crime connected to Christmas. Some of the stories we'll share may be unsettling, especially during a season often associated with comfort and family.
Listener's discretion is advised. If now isn't the right time for you, that's okay. You can always come back when it feels safer to do so.
And if you enjoy the way we tell stories here, make sure you're following Vale of Echoes wherever you listen. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, or wherever you found us tonight.
Leaving a rating or a review helps more people find the show, especially during episodes like this.
And you can find us on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at Vale of Echoes Podcast, where we'll be sharing visuals, polls, and behind-the-scene moments from this special.
Alright, let's begin where Christmas actually started. Before the lights, before the music, and before it felt safe. Long before Christmas became a season of comfort, it was a season of endurance. Winter wasn't romantic. It wasn't quiet snowfall and warm kitchens. It was hunger. Cold that crept into homes. And darkness that lingered long enough to make people fear it wouldn't leave. People didn't celebrate winter. They survived it.
Across Europe, midwinter was marked by ritual, not joy. Fires were kept burning to push back the dark. Evergreen branches were brought inside as symbols of life that refused to die. Candles were lit in windows, not as decoration, but as signals. A house with light meant someone was awake, watching, and ready.
These traditions weren't about celebration. They were about control. During the coldest months, societies needed order. People needed to obey rules, to work, to endure. So stories were told. stories about consequences.
When Christianity spread across Europe, it didn't erase those winter traditions. It absorbed them. The birth of Christ was placed in December, not because history demanded it, but because people already feared this season. Christmas became a holy night layered over something older, something heavier. A time when behavior mattered, when judgment felt close, and when being watched felt real.
The promise of a Christmas wasn't peace. It was order. Be good. Stay inside. Follow the rules. Because if you didn't, there were consequences.
And nowhere is that clearer than in the figure we now associate most with Christmas: Santa Claus.
The character we know as Santa Claus comes from Saint Nicholas, a real 4th century bishop known for generosity, miracles, and secret gift-giving. But as his legend traveled through Europe, it changed. Saint Nicholas wasn't just a giver of gifts. He was an enforcer of behavior.
In parts of France, Belgium, and surrounding regions, St. Nicholas was said to travel with a companion. Not an elf, not a reindeer, but a figure known as Père Fouettard, translated roughly as the whipping father.
According to legend, Père Fouettard was once a butcher who lured 3 boys into a shop, murdered them, and preserved their bodies in a barrel. St. Nicholas discovered the crime, resurrected the children, and condemned the butcher to eternal punishment. From that moment on, Père Fouettard was forced to follow St. Nicholas, not as a redeemer, but as a reminder.
When St. Nicholas rewarded good children, Père Fouettard punished the bad. He carried switches, coal, and in some stories, a sack. A sack not meant for toys.
Children were warned that if they misbehaved, St. Nicholas might pass them by. But Père Fouettard wouldn't. He would whip them, mark them, or take them away entirely.
So even the most beloved figure of Christmas once cast a long shadow. Because where there was reward, there was always punishment.
Before Santa brought joy, someone else brought fear. Before Christmas felt magical, it felt conditional. You were watched, you were judged, and the night was listening.
St. Nicholas wasn't alone in that role. Across Europe, other figures emerged, not to comfort, but to enforce.
They didn't bring gifts. They brought consequences.
And as Christmas drew closer, they came closer too. This is where the Watchers step out of the dark. Across Europe and North Atlantic, Christmas folklore didn't exist to entertain children. It existed to control behavior during the most dangerous time of year. When food was scarce, when travel could kill you, and when wandering at night meant you might not come back. So winter was given rules, and those rules were enforced by stories.
The Wild Hunt is one of the oldest and most widespread winter legends in Europe, stretching across Germany, Scandinavia, Britain, and the Alpine regions. It wasn't a single story. It was a shared fear, a phantom precision said to tear through the winter sky, or thunder through frozen forest, led by gods like Odin, or by the restless dead themselves.
Those who claimed to hear it spoke of howling winds, faceless riders, and black hounds with glowing eyes. The hunt appeared most often during Yule and Christmas, when storms rolled in without warning and the boundary between worlds felt thin.
Hearing the wild hunt was an omen. War, plague, death in the household. And if you were unlucky enough to be seen by it, some legends say you were dragged into the sky and forced to ride forever. Others say you were marked, doomed before the next winter ended.
That's why people stayed inside. Doors barred, shutters closed, no one looking up. Christmas wasn't a night to wonder. It was a night to survive.
In Iceland, the fear had a name. Grýla. She wasn't subtle. She wasn't symbolic. She was hunger, given a body.
Grýla is described as a massive mountain ogress, part witch, part monster, who descends from the highlands during Christmas. She hunted naughty children, not to scare them, but to eat them.
Stories say she carried a sack over her shoulder, roaming farms and villages, listening for misbehavior. Children who disobeyed, who were lazy, who talked back, were dragged to her cave and cooked into stew.
So, like, Hansel and Gretel?
I just gotta say this is gonna be like 90% of teenagers. Like 90% of teenagers who disobeyed, were lazy,
Yeah.
and talked back.
Well, yeah, but
She
they're
would
all
be on
gone.
a spree, man.
She'd be plumping up.
She would have enough food to last her for like the next 80 years if she wanted. I mean, she would have
Probably.
enough stew to feed America.
Goodness, that's just creepy seeing an old Hagrid witch
Like-
walking around.
He definitely gives that Hansel and Gretel Krampus vibe.
Yeah,
It really does.
yeah.
But it's just like,
Who comes up? These parents come up with these like, "Hey," telling their little kid, "If this witch is gonna
you talk back to me and this witch is gonna come and eat you.
The boogeyman.
This witch is gonna eat you. If you
so
talk
funny.
back to me one more time,
Yeah.
if you
yeah, she'll come and cook you and
Tom,
You speak
if
back
you
to
do
your
that
father.
one more time, this witch is gonna come and take you and eat you. No
She's-
more Christmas for you.
Like, okay, I won't. I'll be good.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
right.
Mom. Okay. I won't talk back anymore. I swear.
I mean, I can see why parents are these game things.
This witch is gonna come and take me, and
Oh.
I'm not gonna get my bike for Christmas.
We need to do this over here in America. Make it
I
a
mean-
tradition.
Tell these kids, look. Talk back to me one more time, and I'm gonna make sure this witch comes and gets you.
Well, the problem with that is people aren't they're still gonna give their kids whatever
Yeah.
Yeah.
just to make them feel
They're
like
still-
they're good parents instead
Yeah.
of punishing their children properly.
I mean, I can see why these legends were made up, though. to
Yeah,
help.
for sure.
Oh,
For
hell yeah.
situations like we have today.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if I ever have children, which is a big if, huge if, more likely adoption type,
I heard it.
I would be telling my children, Zach.
Yeah, you
I would
didn't
be
say
Chelsea.
never.
I said if.
I heard it.
But yeah,
If is a
yeah.
50-50. It's either going to happen or it's not going to happen. And
Yeah,
more than
yeah.
likely, if it does happen, it's going to be through adoption. But I'd be telling my kids this. Talk back to me and this witch is going to come and get you and eat you.
Like, what witch?
You're Grýla. She's
you
coming.
ever heard of this old witch called Grýla?
Yeah.
No.
Sounds creepy.
Well-
Okay,
Let me
well, you
tell
talk
you.
back to me, she's going to come and eat you.
Well,
No,
wait till
no.
we get to the next part, because she owns a pet.
She's gonna come fish you.
Oh.
See, Albert Fish was Grýla. Didn't he do that in wintertime?
Yeah.
He was fucked up.
Yes, he was.
In a land shaped by famine and brutal winters, Grýla wasn't fantasy. She was a warning. Behave, work, survive.
Grýla didn't come alone. She owned a pet. The Yule Cat.
The Yule Cat was said to be enormous. larger than houses, stalking snowy villages with glowing eyes and claws that could tear through doors. And it didn't hunt randomly.
It hunted people who didn't receive new clothes before Christmas.
That's what it was, though. That's what
Hey, you poor bitch, you ain't got new clothes? Fuck you, eat them.
That's what...
What the fuck? God damn. I'm gonna have to buy the kids new clothes every December. Oh shit, what are you doing? Grýla, Yule Cat. No.
Oh shit, I forgot to buy the kids new underwear!
I was not expecting that. Like, oh man.
Yeah.
I was waiting
brutal.
for like, oh, it's got the most punishable kids. No, their parents couldn't afford to get them new clothes before Christmas, so they got ate by a giant cat.
Yeah. It says they prowl the countryside at Christmas, eating people
I
who
did
don't
not mean-
receive new clothes by Christmas Eve.
I tried.
Or who haven't helped with winter chores, using the threat to encourage diligence and hard work, especially in wool production.
I mean, that part, the helping with chores, I get, the kids don't need to be eaten, but punishment I understand, but
says-
it's because they didn't have new clothes. Like, oh my gosh.
It checks windows
I
for
almost
poorly
cried.
clothed children and adults, and if it finds
said,
someone without new garments, which implies laziness, it devours them or their Christmas food.
You can eat my food. Leave the kids alone. Jesus.
Good God.
Yeah, but it's Grýla's pet. And
I
she
know, I
eats
just could-
children, so she taught her cat to eat children.
She taught her cat to be a bitch.
For sure. She taught her cat to eat poor children. You can't afford new clothes?
I know it's messed up.
You can't afford new clothes, so I'm gonna eat you, bitch.
I couldn't. I tried to hold it in, but man, over new clothes.
Yeah. That's what they believe over there, or told.
New clothes meant you worked hard enough during the year. No clothes meant laziness. Or worse, poverty.
I'm sorry. What the fuck? Again.
If you're poor, I'm gonna eat you.
Who made this cat?
Like, can you make it to where if you're a piece of shit, then I'm gonna eat you.
But here's the thing, though. If you think about it, if you were poor back then, it was a really shitty time.
Yeah, what if the Yule Cat could just read futures and know that you're a bad kid, not just you're a bad person?
Yeah.
Or shit, I can't afford food. Maybe the Yule Cat will just take me out.
All right, we're gonna have to make our own creature. I'm gonna start telling Lane and Jensen about it.
Yeah. The Yule Cat didn't care why. If you didn't have new clothes, it would devour you. Or steal your food and leave you to starve. Christmas wasn't about generosity. It was about productivity.
This cat's a fucking asshole.
Big
Chester.
time.
That would be Chester.
If cats already weren't assholes enough, this cat has taken home the asshole of the year award.
And its owner, Grýla.
Yeah. Dude. The cat just didn't care.
No, he's eating people because they're broke.
Or he'll steal your food
Cat
and
was
leave you
just
to
like-
starve.
Cat was just like, fuck you.
Be like, what am I feeling today? Am I just gonna completely kill you and eat you, or am I just gonna
Is
eat
that
your
salmon?
food?
Yeah, he's
Let
like,
me-
But then you'll starve to death. So either way, it's
Either
kind
way,
of
you're fucked, bro.
what kind of pizza are we getting?
You're fucked, bro. Either way.
yeah.
Like, this cat gave no fucks.
Yeah, he's the size of houses, so it's like,
But,
you can't stop him.
I mean, it fits the description of a cat. Mm-hmm. Pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna tell you right now,
Cats are assholes.
if it came down between you and the cat living and the cat had to say in it, the cat would be like, kill that bitch.
It would do,
Yeah.
Chester.
Not me.
Siri.
Kill that one. Take that one.
Yep.
That's what they'd be doing. They'll trade
They don't
you
care about
for
no one but themselves.
they'll trade you for some fucking catnip, man. Get high as fuck and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
catnip or my owner that feeds me, waters me, pets me, gives me nice things.
I know.
I want the catnip. Fuck that bitch.
The catnip. Yep.
In Greek folklore, danger didn't come from the sky or the mountains. It came through your chimney.
The Kalakantazori were goblin-like creatures believed to live underground most of the year, endlessly sawing at the world tree that held the earth together. But during the 12 days of Christmas, they abandoned their task and surfaced.
Reminds me of little gremlins.
Gremlins for sure.
It reminds me of the mole people from Fallout.
The mole people. They just are
Mole
where'd you
miners.
guys come from? They slipped into homes at night through chimneys, cracks in walls, and unlocked doors. They spoiled food, soured milk, urinated in fireplaces, extinguished fires. Small acts of chaos, repeated over and over.
They mimicked voices, whispered names, laughed when people turned away. And once they entered a home, they didn't leave easily.
And that's why families kept fires burning through the night. Because the moment the fire went out, that's when the goblins came closer.
So that means call an
Fucking-
exterminator and be like,
Urinating in your fucking chimney.
There's a goblin pissing my fire out.
can you come exterminate these little things?
2 o'clock in the morning, you come downstairs and you look, and there's this goblin with his
I'd be like,
dick out, just pissing all over. Dude, what are you doing?
Between the Yule Cats and these little goblin
I'm getting
creatures.
rid of your
I imagine
fucking
him looking
fire is
something
what
like,
I'm doing.
the goblin from Styx and like a gremlin mixed together.
Yeah. Little
Maybe with a little
goblins.
bit of a Smeagol
I'm
from Lord
kind
of the
of
Rings.
thinking like something that looks like the Leprechaun.
Yeah.
Fucking
A little smaller.
Jennifer Aniston's fucking Leprechaun
Oh,
movie.
Yes, Warwick Davis, the best.
Little
Fucking-
naked little ones.
Yes.
Obviously, they're peeing.
They're fucking
Not
here.
the
Let
leprechaun in
me
space. Never.
just come up and piss all over your fire.
That's what these little.
If you don't watch it, little green guy's gonna piss your fire out and we'll be cold.
Do you
You're gonna
remind me
get
they
cold.
have the personality of a gremlin though? They're eating all
That's
the
what it sounds
food,
like.
causing
I mean-
chaos.
And honestly, that laugh right there, I could expect that kind of laugh. Especially if you're coming downstairs at 2 o'clock in the morning and he's like
Yeah. I'm like, oh my god.
pissing on your fire, bitch.
I've never even known of these until looking them up. That's funny.
for sure.
Yeah, I've never
Like the
heard of.
Puckwudgie,
Well, now
I've
we
heard-
know the little goblin.
I've heard of the Yule Cat before,
Yeah.
Christmas goblin.
but I've never heard of the goblins and pissing on the
Like
fire.
Krampus.
Christmas goblins.
Like,
Yeah.
wake up at,
Happy
in the
Christmas.
morning, why is our fire out?
Merry
Fucking
Chrysler.
goblins again. Damn it.
Does this
They're in
smell
the
like
background
piss to you?
laughing.
Stop pissing all over our fires, alright?
I'd laugh though if they laughed.
And
Like,
it says they don't leave easy, so I don't know.
what do you gotta do to get them out? Hire the Yule Cat?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Hey, Yule Cat, can you come take care of this fucking goblin? It's being lazy.
Right. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
being lazy.
It doesn't have new clothes.
Exactly. It's got no clothes.
It's naked.
It's got its dick out. Please come and take it.
Pissing everywhere.
And their piss stinks. Come on.
Oh,
Goblins
God.
are not
Ugh.
housebroken.
Ugh. What
As
was
if
this?
the fire smell wasn't.
Makes you wonder
Oh,
what
yeah.
they smell like.
Gross.
I could imagine
Like
like,
pickle water.
it would be
Ew.
like
hot dog water.
cat piss. Because cat piss is so strong.
That is
Burning
Mixed with
cat
hot
piss.
dog water.
Oh.
Oh God! No, I don't even want to imagine what that smells like.
And you know what? I just bought hot dogs the other day and now I don't want to eat a hot dog. I had actually
God.
found
That made me hungry now.
all beef hot dogs with cheese in them.
Oh, where?
Nice.
DeSoto Walmart.
Really? Soda Walmart.
Of all places. I
That's
would have
funny.
thought I would have found those at Festus Walmart before DeSoto, because DeSoto is considered a micro Walmart. Krampus wasn't a creature that hid. He was meant to be seen. In alpine regions, Krampus walked openly through villages during the Christmas season. A living threat.
Horns, fur, a long tongue hanging from his mouth. Chains wrapped around his body, not to restrain him, but to announce him. When you heard Krampus coming, it was already too late to behave.
He carried bundles of birch switches to beat children who disobeyed. But punishment didn't always stop there.
Krampus carried a sack on his back. Children deemed beyond correction were dragged inside. Some were taken into the mountains, some drowned, and in the darkest versions, they were carried straight to hell.
Krampus existed to make sure obedience lasted all winter. Fear was the lesson, and the lesson was learned publicly.
I will say this, he reminds me of Kiss.
Oh,
Just
Jesus.
a long
Yeah.
tongue.
Yeah.
I was thinking of
Like,
Venom.
that motherfucker's metal.
Yeah.
If anybody wants to use Krampus as their fucking thing, you know, their whatever, that would be metal.
Yeah. Mascot.
Like, that would be metal. Like, you got fucking Iron Maiden who has Eddie. You've got Metallica who's got the scary guy. That's
Yes.
what's tattooed on my arm.
Yes.
I mean, somebody better take Krampus and use him, because that would be metal as fuck.
Misfits have that skeleton.
Yeah, the skeleton. You got Def Leppard who's got a leopard.
Yeah.
I don't know what AC/DC's got. AC/DC doesn't have anything.
I don't think they do.
Just their logo, really.
Yeah. But, funny fact about AC/DC's name, that came from the back of a vacuum cleaner.
That's funny.
It really did.
But the most disturbing figure of all was Frau Perchta.
She didn't roam the streets. She entered homes silently.
Ew.
Okay, then.
That's creepy.
Fucking... Here,
witch
Yule
bitch.
Cat. Oh, this one just comes in your fucking house.
Yeah, she don't care.
She, bitch, try me. I'm coming in. Frau Perchta was said to roam during the 12 days of Christmas and Epiphany, inspecting spinning rooms, kitchens, and beds. If she found diligence and order, she rewarded the household.
But if she found laziness, she cut the offender open and stuffed the body with straw and stones.
Perchta's punishment wasn't about rage. It was about correction. Work, order, survival.
She fucking cut people open and
Yeah.
fuck.
I want to
wasn't
know, well, what the
Who are you punishing? Does that just seem like the end?
laziness?
And what?
Lisa.
Why straw and stones?
I don't know. This is why I want to do one over nursery rhymes, because they're just as dark.
Very
Yeah,
dark.
Pied Piper.
Dark.
That motherfucker was dark.
Rumpelstiltskin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. She didn't care. She's like, all right, you're lazy. You didn't clean that mess up over there.
I'm gonna tell you this much.
You better not just
Okay.
get done eating a sandwich.
If they're gonna use Rumpelstiltskin, they gotta use the one from Shrek.
Yeah.
Because
he's
that
creepy.
motherfucker was creepy.
Yeah, he was creepy.
The voice was creepy and everything.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I still think we should read the Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
Ding
would be
ding
fun.
ding 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 ding.
should.
Carol the bells over here.
We should.
Ebenezer.
These figures weren't meant to scare people once. They were meant to scare them every winter.
Krampus punished loudly. The Kalakazori destroyed quietly. Frau Perchta judged silently.
Different methods, same purpose.
And Christmas wasn't about comfort. It was about control. Alright, real question. If we were living back then, no locks, no electricity, no modern safety, which one of these folklore legends would scare you the most?
The old witch,
Which one?
the Percha.
Yeah, she's the
Cause she
creepiest.
just walks up in. She don't have no rules, you know. She
Nope,
just
nope,
comes
nope.
in and judges you right away, and like the littlest thing can set her off. Because laziness, she punishes. Disorderance,
And
disobedience.
she's cutting your abdomen wide open.
I
Yeah,
would
so
say
there's no punishment. It's death.
I would say that one, but also the goblins. I don't like that kind of shit.
I can see that.
Like-
Like, what the hell?
like-
Little minion.
Don't like garden gnomes or elves or anything like that. And I associate goblins with garden gnomes and all that kind of stuff because they're usually, anytime they're in a movie, they're depicted as these short little fuckers. And I don't want to come down the steps and see a fucking goblin with its dick out pissing on my fucking fire.
I know. I feel like they'd just be an annoyance.
Yes,
or even a
annoying
fucking
for sure.
female goblin fucking standing over it and taking the piss. Like, no.
Ew, and they probably multiply.
Like, I would definitely be traumatized if somebody was ripped open and stuffed with stones.
Yes.
And, like,
these witches
straw.
don't care.
But them fucking goblins, there's just something about them that gives me the heebie-jeebies even more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it seems like out of the ones we've read so far, the wild hunt may be the easiest to avoid. Because that's something you have to be outside watching from the sky. Where these other ones come to your house, purposely appear, and then depending on which one comes, one's going to cause mayhap, the other one's going to judge you and punish you, and
the other one's just gonna piss on your fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
they're all, and some of these I have never heard, but
yeah, definitely.
I think the witches are the creepiest to me, but yeah, those little...
The witches, and then I'd have to say the goblins. And
because it seems the witches have no rules.
Just make sure you have new clothes on.
Well, yeah, that's
like,
what I'm saying. The witches have no rules, where these other things, there seems like there's a way you can avoid them.
Yeah. The witches are like, fuck you.
Yeah, and the cat, you can't avoid him when she shows
But the Frau Perchta
up.
one just coming in your house.
Yeah, she just gets to show
She's
on
just
up.
like,
This ain't no vampire Dracula.
I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna make some popcorn and we're gonna watch some Netflix.
Yeah, she don't
Where
even-
the fuck did you come from?
She just walks in, doesn't talk, she just makes her way through the house, so you better make sure you keep her clean.
Exactly.
Yeah, make sure your house is nice and tidy and there's no dust anywhere.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah, screw that. Nope. But Christmas is supposed to be the safest night of the year. Families gather, doors stay unlocked, the world slows down. We trust the people closest to us. We trust the walls around us. And we trust that nothing bad would choose this night. But these stories prove something else. Sometimes the danger isn't outside the house. Sometimes it's already inside.
On Christmas morning, 1929, Charlie Lawson did something unusual. He took his family into town. For a poor tobacco sharecropper, this was rare. Money was tight, and the year had already been hard. But that morning, Charlie paid for a professional family portrait, a luxury few could afford.
In the photograph, the family is dressed neatly, sitting close together. Charlie looks calm, almost proud. And no one knew it would become the last image of the Lawson family alive.
After returning home, Charlie sent his eldest son, Arthur, away on an errand. Arthur never questioned it. He was 16, old enough to obey. And that decision saved his life.
Sometime later, Charlie led the rest of his family into the woods near their farmhouse. One by one, he murdered his wife, Fanny, and 6 of his 7 children. Then he returned to the house and killed himself.
Neighbors arrived later that day expecting celebration. The house was decorated, Christmas dinner had been prepared. Inside sat a cake, baked that morning by Charlie's 17-year-old daughter, Marie. It was never eaten. Alrighty.
Almost immediately, people began asking why. One theory centered on allegations of incest. Rumors that Charlie had been having an inappropriate relationship with his daughter, Marie, and that she was pregnant. Piece of shit. A close friend claimed Marie confided this in her. Some relatives later said Charlie's wife had long been suspicious. I'm sorry, what? No.
Whoa, if you're whoa.
One,
Whoa,
I would cut
whoa.
his dick off and probably kill him myself.
If you had suspicions, you should have acted on those instead of long
That's disgusting.
been
I'm sorry. I hate
suspicious
people.
of
I
it.
hate people.
No. When it comes to shit like that, if you have a suspicion, you better fucking act on that shit. Because that's disgusting.
That's fucking disgusting. What the fuck is wrong with you? Don't answer
What
that.
do the other kids have to do with this?
I suspect that it might be happening, but
This
I don't
guy
want to
is just fucking
say.
nuts.
No,
That's
you
what
need
it
to fucking
seems
say
like.
something.
Yeah, definitely.
That's fucking disgusting.
That's your fucking daughter, for one.
Exactly. That's disgusting. It's your daughter. You're supposed to protect her. Both of the parents are supposed to protect her.
Uh-huh. It's
But
disgusting.
the dad's like,
Piece of shit.
think I like my daughter more than my wife.
Piece of...
Fuck
oh my
off.
god, stop it.
Like, no. You don't do that.
Piece of shit.
You protect your daughter. And the mom is just as much to blame if she has had suspicions of it.
Piece of shit.
The mother is just as much to... I mean,
Yeah, that's gross.
it's not biblical times anymore.
No.
It is not biblical.
Nope.
You knew better in the 30s.
Like, dude, kill your fucking self. Why do you have to kill...
Why
piece
kill
of
your entire family, you know?
Yeah, for your issues.
Yeah.
Just fucking take your own self.
And, like, his surviving son, I can only remember.
Yeah, because he only sent him away.
Like,
yeah.
don't be fucking
Coming
selfish.
home and you see all that, what the fuck?
Like, just don't,
Well, like,
don't
why
be
did
selfish.
he spare him then? You know?
Maybe because that was his favorite child.
Almost a century-old question.
That might have been his favorite child and
Something, because
didn't want something to happen to him,
This
but
guy's a
all the
piece of
others,
shit.
fuck
it
them.
wasn't. It was his. I guess it was his oldest son because it said that daughter was 17.
Yeah, it
he was
his
only
oldest.
16.
Yeah.
Yeah, he honestly probably sat there and thought to himself, oh fuck, they're gonna find out that I did do this shit with my daughter, and oh,
That's disgusting.
here, I gotta take these guys out. But I'm not gonna take my 16-year-old out because he probably doesn't know about it.
Yeah, I don't know.
He probably doesn't have an inkling.
Either way, it's fucked up.
But all the young children, like, what the?
I know.
It's just a fucked up situation.
It is.
So much. Another theory focused on a severe head injury Charlie suffered from months earlier. Neighbors noticed a personality change afterward. His brain was examined after his death, but 1920s medicine may not have been able to detect subtle trauma.
And then there was desperation. Charlie was a sharecropper at the edge of the Great Depression. Some believe he saw the murders as a twisted act of mercy, sparing his family from poverty and suffering.
The portrait haunts every explanation. Why take a final photograph unless you already know what's coming?
The farmhouse became a macabre tourist attraction. Charlie's brother charged admission. Souvenirs were sold. The preserved Christmas cake sat behind glass for years.
What the fuck? Sorry.
I mean,
What?
How did they preserve the Christmas cake?
Why the fuck would
I
you...
guess he just sat it under.
What? Make it a tourist attraction of your sibling? What the okay. Sorry.
What the fuck? Arthur Lawson, the only survivor, carried that Christmas with him for the rest of his life. He died in a motorcycle accident in 1945. No one in the Lawson family ever truly escaped December 25th, 1929. You know, I almost kind of think that the dad had the picture done so that way his 16-year-old could remember the family like that.
That's fucked up.
That's how I. That's what I feel.
I just hate this guy.
That's what I feel like. Because, I mean,
the whole
seriously.
family's fucked. And then his brother makes a attraction of their death.
Well, but it's seriously, it's almost
Yeah,
like
I've
he
seen the
had that
earlier.
picture.
It's fucking creepy.
It's, yeah, because the dad's standing in the picture like all high and mighty.
Ugh.
It's like, yeah, you're not all high and mighty. You're a deranged piece of shit.
That's...
Fucking asshole.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And then, on Christmas Eve of 2008, the Ortega family gathered for their annual holiday celebration. Around 25 people filled the house. Music played, food was laid out. Children were still awake. Because it was Christmas.
At approximately 11:30 p.m., the doorbell rang. Standing outside was a man dressed, head to toe as Santa Claus. He carried a gift-wrapped package.
An 8-year-old girl ran to the door, excited. She shouted the words everyone is taught to trust. Santa Claus!
The moment the door opened, Bruce Jeffrey Pardo shot her in the face. She survived. Inside the house, chaos erupted.
Pardo entered and fired indiscriminatingly at the guests. When his ammunition ran low, he turned to the gift. Inside was a homemade pressurized fuel tank containing roughly 18 gallons of racing fuel.
He sprayed the fuel throughout the house. A candle or a pilot light ignited the vapor. Shot an what?
In the
Sorry,
face.
shot an 8-year-old in the fucking face.
This
She
guy's
survived.
fucked up.
This guy,
That is messed. I'm sorry. That's fucked up.
I don't
What?
know if
Yeah, who
this
is
is
this
worse than
I
the
don't
one
know.
before.
Yeah, I've never
I
heard
don't
of
have
this
words.
one.
It's a fucking piece of, I don't know. 8-year-old girl, and she's excited for Santa, and you're a piece of shit dressed up
seriously.
as Santa Claus.
She was just like, Santa!
The moment the door opened,
Hey, what the fuck?
Like, oh my god, it's Santa!
Fuck this guy.
wow.
Okay, that was not what I was expecting from Santa Claus.
Right.
Stupid fuck.
Jeez.
God.
Yeah. Jesus.
Wow.
That. Here, let me just.
Yeah.
Let this child answer the fucking door, and this is what she gets for fucking Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
You stupid piece of shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The explosion leveled the home. The fire burned so intensely that firefighters couldn't enter for over an hour. And by the time it was extinguished, the house was gone.
Pardo had finalized a bitter divorce from his ex-wife, Sylvia Ortega Pardo. Just 1 week earlier, he had recently lost his job. As a part of the settlement, he was ordered to pay $10,000.
Investigators determined the attack was meticulously planned. 4 handguns, thousands of rounds of ammunition, a booby-trapped rental car. This wasn't impulsive.
9 people were killed. 13 children were left without one or both parents.
But 4 handguns and 1,000 rounds of ammunition.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And he still blew the house up.
Like, kill your fucking self.
I just want to know, why did you get thousands of rounds of ammunition?
I don't know, like, that's why, just fucking kill yourself. I don't understand it. Piece of shit. Piece of shit.
Oh, and then a booby-trapped rental car?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
he
because
was-
they're gonna jump in a rental car.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're gonna fucking scatter. They're not gonna fucking jump into the first rental. Like, they're not gonna
Right.
look at the fucking first car that they see and say, oh, I'm gonna jump in that.
It's fucked up.
9 people.
Yeah.
Pardo fled the scene, severely burned. His Santa suit melted into his skin. He later took his own life at his brother's home. When the police found him, he had $17,000 in cash and a plane ticket to Canada. He hadn't planned to die that night. He planned to disappear.
Well, you had $17,000. You could have paid that $10,000 fine.
Idiot.
Like, what the fuck?
And kill yourself prior to kill. I don't fucking know. I don't know.
Yeah, it said 9 people. It didn't say if any of them were children.
Jesus. Santa didn't bring gifts that night. He brought fire.
On Christmas Eve, 1945, the Sodder family settled in for the night. 5 of their 10 children went upstairs to sleep. Shortly after midnight, the house caught fire.
George and Jenny Sodder escaped with 4 children. 5 were still inside.
George tried to save them. The ladder was gone. Both family trucks wouldn't start. The phone line had been cut.
The house burned to the ground. Officials said the children died in the fire, but when investigators searched the remains, they found no bones. No remains. Nothing.
That's weird.
Fishy.
Fishy. Experts later said that even in intense fires, bones are usually found, especially 5 sets of them.
Then came sightings. Children seen in a car that night, spotted at dinner days later. Years later, a photograph arrived showing a man who strongly resembled one of them, the missing sons.
The Sodders believed the children were kidnapped, possibly as retaliation for George's outspoken criticism of Mussolini.
They placed a billboard along the highway with the children's faces and one question: what was done to our children? It stayed there for decades. 3 homes, 3 Christmases, 1 shared belief.
That this night would protect them.
It didn't.
Because sometimes the night we trust the most is the night that takes everything. So, honest question. Out of these 3 cases, the Lawson family, the Covina Christmas Eve massacre, or the Sodder children, which one unsettles you the most? That's a hard decision because they're all fucked.
They're all fucked, but I'd have to say the Covina Christmas Eve massacre because he was okay with shooting an 8-year-old in the fucking face.
I know.
In the face.
And, like, he ignited the whole fucking house on fire. What the
Like the Lawson family, that was shitty.
Oh, yeah,
because
yeah.
he obviously, he had problems and killed his entire family.
Uh-huh.
But for someone to open up a fucking door and look at an 8-year-old in the face and just shoot him, you are fucked.
Yeah. That's the worst one.
And as soon as she yelled Santa Claus,
You know he heard it.
you know exactly what he heard.
Fucking asshole.
And he's like, fuck this, fuck this. I'm shooting this 8-year-old in the face. No!
Because his wife, well, no wonder his wife wanted to get a divorce from
Yeah.
fucking weirdo.
Like, and I want to know, in what relation was this 8-year-old?
Yeah.
Like,
Probably wasn't even related. It was related to her because it seems like he went to her family's house.
yeah. It seems like the people that were related to her, he wanted to take out.
What a piece of shit. Yeah. That's...
Guy's a real piece of shit.
Mm-hmm.
I just know I couldn't look at an 8-year-old in the face after they just said Santa Claus and do something like that.
Either, like
and just in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I could not look at an 8-year-old in the face and
Any
just
kid, I don't know.
point
People
blank
who
shoot 'em.
hurt kids, I'm just want to fuck.
He did this over 10 grand. Like, that's not debt.
But then you had $17,000
Exactly.
in cash.
You could have got that over with. Instead, of course, you took a different route.
Yeah. And after stories like these, the question feels unavoidable. Why do we still celebrate Christmas? After everything we just talked about, the betrayals, the fires, and the silence, why do we keep lighting the tree?
Historically, winter holidays didn't survive because they were joyful. They survived because they were necessary. Anthropologists have long noted that communal rituals peak during periods of scarcity and darkness, not abundance. Winter demanded cooperation, shared food, shared warmth, and shared belief.
Candles weren't decoration. They were proof someone was awake. Music wasn't entertainment. It was reassurance. Sound meant life. And gathering together wasn't tradition. It was survival.
And that's why Christmas rituals repeat so precisely. The same songs, the same meals, the same schedules. Psychologists call this ritual anchoring, repeating familiar actions during times of uncertainty to reduce fear and restore a sense of control.
Even today, studies show people cling more tightly to tradition during periods of stress, economic downturns, wars, personal loss. We don't celebrate because we feel safe. We celebrate because we don't. And for many people, Christmas is also deeply tied to the birth of Christ. Historically, though, there's no evidence Jesus was born in December. Early Christian leaders chose this time of year intentionally, aligning Christ's birth with the existence of winter festivals people already feared and respected. It wasn't about replacing winter. It was about reframing it.
The idea of light entertaining the world made sense then. Not because winter suddenly became kind, but because people needed to believe the darkness wouldn't win.
So for some, Christmas became about salvation. For others, it stayed about survival. But at its core, it was still a response to the same thing.
Look at the cases we just talked about. In the Lawson home, the table was set. In Covina, the music was still playing. In the Sodder house, Christmas Eve had just ended. The rituals were in place, even when safety wasn't.
And that's the part we don't like to admit. Christmas doesn't protect us. It never has.
What it does is something quieter. It gives us structure when the world feels unimaginable. It tells us where to stand, what to do, who to be with, even if only for a night.
Lighting a tree doesn't keep the dark away, but it does tell the dark, we're still here.
And that's why folklore punished those who broke the rules. That's why Santa watched. That's why candles stayed lit. Because the real fear wasn't monsters. It was disorder.
And even now, when we know better, we still lower our voices at night. We still lock the doors after midnight. And we still check on our kids before going to sleep.
Not because we're superstitious, but because somewhere deep down, we remember what winter used to mean.
So we celebrate Christmas not because it's safe, but because it's defiant. Because in the middle of the darkest season, we choose light anyway.
Not as protection, as presence.
As connection.
After everything, that choice still matters. Before we end tonight, there's one more side of Christmas to sit with. Not the stories, not the crimes, but the rules and beliefs people once followed to make it through the night. So we're going to do a few would you rather questions and a few Christmas myths, real or not. Nothing light, nothing harmless. Just the things people once believed mattered. So let's start with folklore. Would you guys rather spend a night hiding from Krampus in a silent alpine village, or have Frau Perchta inspect your home while you're asleep?
Krampus.
I know
Yeah,
that's an
I'd rather
easy
hide
one.
from
Yeah.
Krampus.
That's an easy
Yeah,
one.
I would much rather hide from Krampus.
Yeah, it seems a little easier of a task.
And Krampus doesn't scare me as much anyway.
I know. Yeah, I mean, at least you can hear him coming, too.
Yeah, she
But
sneaks around
You want to know
quietly.
something? You want to know who would be great to have around for Christmas time to protect your ass? David Harbour's Santa Claus.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
that motherfucker was tough.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it was funny.
He is like, no fucks given. I'm gonna use a sledgehammer, all this kind of shit.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Like, I would like to have David Harbour help me hide from Krampus, or do something against this
Frau Perchta. That
Like-
bitch. I don't know. I feel like you're kind of screwed because she still comes in anyways.
Exactly. She's like, invite or not, I'm coming in.
Yeah, like,
That's
what
the Christmas
fuck?
food we need. Santa versus all these things.
Yes.
Like,
And just going around
I
putting
would have
these things down.
nightmares. All right, Zach, your turn.
Okay. Myth or real? In parts of Europe, people believed animals could speak at midnight on Christmas Eve, and hearing them meant death was coming. Myth or real?
I mean,
Real.
I do remember from when we were talking about the owls and how people believe that owls were the death omen if they spoke to you
that
at night.
coincides, yeah. Well, Jackson, Siri, don't start talking at midnight on Christmas Eve.
Yes, because listeners,
yeah.
that one is real folklore.
Yeah.
To this day, they still believe if you're visited by certain birds, talked to by certain animals, especially if animals are talking to you, period, then it's a death omen.
That's just weird. Okay, next question. Would you rather open the door to someone dressed as Santa knocking at 11:30 p.m. or hear something moving around your house and convince yourself it's nothing?
Hearing stuff, because I always hear stuff.
I'm not gonna open my door anymore to any motherfucker that's dressed as Santa.
Hell
Definitely
no.
not.
Like, why the fuck are you here at 11:30 at night anyways?
Again, unless it's David Harbour's Santa Claus, then I'll open the door for that man.
Be like, I know the story of those poor no.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know what you're thinking, sir, but not here, not now.
Messed up.
Fucking messed up.
Okay. Myth or real? A lot of people believe that crime drops on Christmas Day because people are happier, together, and distracted by the holiday. Myth or real?
Myth.
Yeah.
Well,
Yep.
yeah, because I feel like that would be more of a people to do crime because people are distracted.
More opportunity, yes.
You know?
That's why I say it's a myth because, I mean, crime doesn't disappear. It just moves a little more undetected since there's no one really paying attention.
Well, yeah,
was
you're
about to
not
say.
going to think, oh, it's Christmas, I'm going to die today.
Like
Yeah.
60% of people are off during these holidays, so there's not very many people watching over these big stores and department stores, and
Yeah.
that's when people are like, all right, and they're at their most desperate because they want to be able to afford the best things. So,
Yeah, makes sense. All right, another one. Myth or real? In some cultures, people covered mirrors on Christmas because they believed spirits could use them as doorways. Myth or real?
I believe that one's real because
Yes.
only because that's even not on Christmas. They
It's
said
just a
do that.
superstition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, plus we spoke of the game The Two
Yeah.
Kings,
The
and
Two
that spoke of
Kings.
the
Three
same thing.
Kings,
Three
yeah.
Kings.
Three Kings, yeah.
Yeah, you had the two mirrors, yourself, and the candle, and they believe that's the same reason they covered them. So
I always
spirits
hear
shouldn't-
bad things about mirrors anyway.
Well, I
Always.
mean, look at the last Conjuring movie.
Yep.
Yes.
That
Mirrors,
was
mirrors,
a,
yeah.
that was a fucked up mirror.
Oculus.
Yes. Yeah.
Bloody Mary.
Mirrors are, yeah.
Yeah.
Bloody Mary, Freddy Krueger. Candyman.
Candyman, yeah.
I had a dream of Freddy Krueger showing in my mirror when I was a kid, and it terrified me.
Yes, I could see that.
Anyways,
So, if I saw that in my dreams, I'd probably be terrified of mirrors the rest of my life.
I'd be covering them up.
That's just like how I am with clowns.
Well, I don't know if you saw the second season of Bly Manor. The Haunting of Hill House, and then the second.
I haven't watched.
Well, she couldn't look in mirrors because she kept seeing her dead boyfriend in it because he died. Like, they argued, and then he got ran over by a car. Like, right. I don't know. Anyway, that reminded me of it. And then she would cover her mirrors because she would always see him in the mirror. I don't know. That's what it reminded me.
Alrighty then.
But
Okay, last myth. In some European households, people believed you shouldn't do laundry or sweeping on Christmas Day because it could bring death to the household. Myth or real?
Real. I've heard that before. And then one time I fucking did do laundry, and I was like, oh, great. I don't think anyone died, though.
Someone's gonna die.
But I do remember doing that.
Well, it's kind of like, it just reminds me, there was an episode of Friends where Phoebe, she goes to the dentist, and she says, every time I sit in a dental chair, somebody dies. So she doesn't like going to the dentist.
Makes sense.
Guess I'm not going to be doing any laundry or sweeping on Christmas.
Yeah.
Well, you shouldn't be doing chores on Christmas anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that one's real too. So the belief was that the noise or work could attract death or offered spirits passing through.
Offend?
Offend.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
You're offending me. You're making too much noise.
Fuck you, I'm gonna kill you now.
You should be celebrating with
Okay.
your family. I'd be
I'm
doing
just
that
trying to
if I
make
was
sure
still
my
around.
house looks nice.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't like this one because I thought if you're appeared lazy, that's when you die from the throat towel bitch.
Oh, you're fucked. You're cleaning, you're gonna
So
get killed by
either
this passing
it's a
by
trick.
spirits. You're not
So you're-
cleaning, you're gonna get killed by
If
something
you don't
else.
clean, you're gonna die. If you clean, you're gonna die.
Pretty much.
Yeah, so you're fucked. You might as well just live it however you want.
Right, exactly.
I was like, wait
So-
a minute.
That's
That's why
wait a
America was
minute.
made, because we were tired of this kind of
So
stuff.
what am I supposed to do on Christmas Day then?
Exactly.
Obviously not clean. And oh my,
Yeah,
not
that's
clean
a
and
trick.
that is a very trick.
Well, we're screwed either way.
That's what it
I would
seems like.
probably just go ahead and do my laundry or sweep so I wouldn't have to meet her.
I guess I do everything on Christmas Eve.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do my laundry on Christmas Eve.
There you go.
Do my sweeping and my mopping on Christmas Eve.
And then you're safe.
Make sure it's spotless on Christmas Eve. And
Yeah.
make sure when you wake up Christmas morning, everything's spotless. You'd be good.
Exactly.
You did all of your duties the day before. They can't say shit.
Nope.
Yeah, because as long
See,
as it's
that's
not
how
on
you do
Christmas
that.
Day.
That's true.
Yep.
I like your thinking.
That's
I would
how
do that.
you do
Just do
that.
it all. Yeah. Then
Or,
you're safe.
or if you don't want to do it on Christmas Eve because you're like, oh, I got to meet family on Christmas Eve anyway, there's December 26th, the day after.
Yeah, but then you're still screwed because your house
Yeah.
isn't clean by Christmas.
Unless.
Because she.
So then you would need to clean it on the 23rd.
Yes. Yeah.
But if you don't have family that you don't do
Just
anything with
clean
on Christmas
it and
Eve,
then just leave the house so you make sure
Exactly.
nothing gets dirty. Then
like
you'll be
put some plastic on like the countertops
yeah.
and shit so that way you don't have dust on your countertops,
Yeah,
you don't
'cause
have dust on your TV.
Seems like she's the type that would.
Oh, yeah.
She's gonna be
white
like inspecting
I know,
everything.
she'll
Like she's
slide-
gonna get in like the fucking floorboards and it's like, there's a fucking crumb. You're dead.
She'll slide her fingers across
dead.
see if there's any dust.
It's like, see that little crumb right there in the little corner of your doorway? You're dead.
Yeah, just cut you open.
This place
and
is
stuff
not
you with
spotless.
straw and stones now.
Said I want it spotless. When I mean spotless, that means nothing.
Yeah, this bitch she don't care.
Yeah.
Okay. Last one. Would you rather spend the entire 12 nights of Christmas with Kalakantazori slipping in and out of your house every night? Or take your chances with the Yule Cat roaming around outside, knowing it's only hunting you if you don't have new clothes?
Yule
The
cat.
cat.
Yeah, because I'm just buy some clothes.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna look at the cat and be like, come here, kitty, 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 kitty.
But then I feel like if this was real
But
and you
this
did
is
have to
Gucci
buy new
cat.
clothes, all the clothes would be out of. It'd be sold out
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta go to Walmart, get me a t-shirt. Fuck! Walmart has no shirts!
Like, do you mean...
Go to Target. Nope, same thing.
Shit! Walgreens!
That's
Shit!
my thing. Like, do you mean new to me or brand new, like never worn? Because now we have a whole different
I know.
situation. Like,
It's like,
how
can
do
I
these
order
rules
it off of
follow?
Amazon and
Yeah.
wait 2 days
Yeah.
to get it, and
Yeah.
then, you know...
Yeah,
exactly.
like, there's no going to Ross or Goodwill. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Ross is brand
Okay,
new
there's no
clothes.
going to
I was about to
Goodwill.
say Ross,
like, say Ross.
but you can't go to, like,
I keep forgetting
Goodwill
that. I
or...
It's strange. How many of these theories come back to the same things? Watching, rules, and silence. Christmas has always carried both comfort and consequence. And maybe that's why it still lingers. Because even now, in the quiet, we feel it watching us back.
Christmas has always lived in the space between light and dark, between comfort and fear, between what we believe and what actually happens when the night grows quiet. Tonight, we sat with the parts we usually look away from, and sometimes that's where the truth lies.
If you enjoy the way we tell stories here, make sure you're following Veil of Echoes wherever you listen. Spotify, Apple Podcast, Amazon Music, or wherever you found us tonight.
And if you have a moment, leaving a rating or a review really does help more people find the show, especially episodes like this one. And this Friday, we're heading north.
Into the Alaska Triangle, a place where planes disappear, people vanish, and the land doesn't give answers.
And sometimes, it doesn't give people back. Until then, keep your ears open.
And the veil closed.